That's all right. Okay, this is the Robert Kiyosaki cash flow quadrant. The version is pawmarks, the pawmarks version, the pod ones version. And I have here on the top left W2. That just means you're an employee. You wander off to work and you get paid, you punch the clock and you get paid for your hours, or you get paid a salary and you work lots more overtime just for that salary. That's a W2, an employee, somebody who's just working for the man. And then down here, pro, that means you essentially created yourself a high-paid day job because you work for yourself and you don't leverage your time with anybody else. You're not really running a business. You're running a professional agency. You're an architect. You're an accountant. You're an attorney. You're an engineer. One of those things. You do the thing with the houses where you look at the houses and then you tell people if they should buy them or not. All of those things are all professional services, and unless you have a great big huge firm where there's 80 people that are doing the same thing, then you're a professional and you're not leveraged. Over here on the top right, it's business. Business is where all of the money is, and that's where you scale up, and you don't just have talent, bodies, which are the ditch digger, and the person who's essentially unskilled, and you can just fungible replace them with another ditch digger. They're also talented people that you have to worry about retaining them, so you put all these juicy carrots in front of them, like benefits and 401k plans and vacations, holidays, and picnics and cake when somebody has a birthday. And the business is how you scale up and do lots of volume of sales, so you have a nice big huge bottom line. And if you build it big enough and you do an IPO, that's a initial public offering where a whole bunch of money comes in because somebody wants to be an equity shareholder in that business, then you make a whole bunch of money and you go leave for the islands and you never come back. That's a business, and that's powerful, and that's what Kiyosaki is talking about. That's the top right one. And then the bottom right one is really cool. Once you've done an IPO, or even if you've saved enough money from a W2 or a professional service type of activity, both of those will give you enough money to then do the investment thing. And the investment thing is where all of the money is. That's where you put money in real estate. That's where you put money in equities, gold, silver, whatever you know how to do or don't know how to do, think you know how to do. And you make money with the money. That's a hard thing to do. Right now people are making 1%, 0.5%. I've seen savings accounts that are 0.1% and they tax it. How about that? Let's just tax your 1.1% earnings per year. Let's see, how much is that per month? It's less than 1/100th of 1% per month. That's not a very good return. That's not going to get you rich. That's not going to make your money grow. Sorry. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay, so investing is how, if you know how, most people don't, you can double your money every couple of years or 3 years, or people have a hard time doubling their money in 7 years. They have a hard time ever doubling their money. And you need to be able to invest your money if you're going to make any of these three money-making strategies turn you into a wealthy person. Otherwise, what the heck did you do all the work for in those three? The business just happens to be the one that makes the most money and is the most leveraged and has that biggest triangle, that biggest area in space that you can possibly do if you can figure out how not to make it lose money and fail at it. That's a real easy thing to do in business, probably easier than these other two. That's why people do mostly this left half. So that's the Robert Kiyosaki cash flow quadrant.